Let's do this. You saw the title? Don't kill me in the comments, please. Let's go. Does this even count? The fact that this album isn't last is so sad to me. Absolute waste of 27 minutes in Kanye's catalog. Like, stop defending this thing. It's nothing. He has way better Christian music on all of his other albums. Please, stop defending this.
Let's get to one song only.
I know who was in Paris. A lot of people have their own theories, but here's mine. I believe that the Monstars from Space Jam, the ones that take the powers from the best basketball players, I think they were in Paris because that's the only explanation. How did these two goats make an album together and it was this mid? Probably the first good album on the list, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily great. Final two songs on this album are like, where did this come from? Because the first 5 songs on this album, why are the final 2 songs so much better? Yeah, put me out of my misery when I hear something like this. But still enjoyable, Some people think this is the best album ever, and some people absolutely hate it. Thing is, I think they're both right. Paranoid, Streetlights, Heartless, but then you got See You in My Nightmares, the worst Kanye song of all time. This album had like a huge impact on music after it, but I find myself appreciating the impact it had more than actually enjoying the album. It's solid, it's not one of the best Kanye albums. Why is this album so underrated / overhated in his discog? It is inconsistent, I will give people that, but it's nowhere near as inconsistent as what people say. There are some clear lows though. Sometimes it even feels like the features own the songs, but all that gets brushed aside for me because Come to Life comes on and I just forget everything. Oh man, what a gorgeous track. I'm just gonna cry thinking about it. Now let's flip it up a little bit. This is the most overrated Kanye album. First, let me, praise it a little bit. The highs on this thing, wow. Like the ending of New Slaves, the ending of Hold My Liver. But now let me explain why I think it's a little overrated. Down 2 has aged like milk. I'm in it, like there's some skips on here. And this is where the downfall of Kanye's lyricism kind of started. These are like genuinely offensive. Like I can't listen to this man say this. Plus this album is very derivative of Death Grips. I know a lot of people hate Death Grips and I understand that, but Kanye's biting them so hard. But for the most part, when the production isn't ripping Death Grips off, it's one of the best produced Kanye albums. Absolute masterclass from Mike Dean on the outros. Wow. What a beautiful little album. I don't have a lot of issues with this thing. It's very short. Actually, that's kind of like my only issue with the album. When it ends, I'm kind of left wanting more. Like I ate half a bowl of cereal or something, but I say confidently, this is the most consistent Kanye album of the 2010s. So much bangers on this thing, oh my god. I was re-listening to it to make this video, and I honestly forgot there were skips. This is an amazing album. Such an iconic time for Kanye. I love it. I love this album. Don't murder me, please. In fact, I'd agree with everyone when they say that it is a masterpiece. Until we get to Hell of a Life. Hell of a Life is fine, but the subject matter is so weird, especially right after the emotional masterpiece that Runaway is, which is, in my opinion, Kanye's best song. And then we got, oh my god, do not get me started on that Chris Rock outro, oh my god. A lot of people don't know this, but Lost in the World is literally just the song Woods by Bon Iver, except this time you got a Kanye verse on top of it, and it is a very shitty Kanye verse. And then that song transitions into the outro, and it's a very anticlimactic outro. Imagine the actual outro being Runaway, how much better the album would be. But much like Jesus, I get the hype for the highs. For me, it just builds up an incredible height, and then it just falls off the cliff in those final 4 songs.
There's an imposter among us.
You see this right here? This is how close Late Registration is to being perfect. Roses, Hey Mama, just beautiful music from Kanye start to finish.
We don't want no devils in the house.
Up to this point, most of my critiques have been, this album has very high highs and very low lows. It's very inconsistent. So I already know what you're asking. How did the album with 20 tracks make it to my number 2 spot? I'm not denying that it's messy. I just think that's the point. Like, look at the album cover, man. At this point in time, Kanye's like at his peak insanity. He's going in debt. He's dissing Taylor Swift. He's getting robbed by his cousin. He's really going through it, and not just going through one single emotion like we all know Kanye is bipolar. He is going through everything, and the way he expresses it is masterful in my opinion. I love this album so much, and I don't think we'll ever get anything like this from Kanye again. But with that being said, I do not think it's perfect. There's only one Kanye album that I'd give the 10 out of 10 rating to. Alright, that's enough out of me. Daily upload to Hate School. Please subscribe. Bye.